Wow, this is insane. Oh my god, not a giraffe.
Be careful.
Yeah, but I have to go down. This is insane. Look at this. Masai Mara in the migration time. There's the giraffe. And I thought of shooting this video because actually something slightly went wrong when we are planning the migration time and our safari of our life, because that is a thing you just do once in your lifetime most likely. Yeah, giraffe, come back. So there are so many things I did not know when we were planning this trip coming to the Mara for the migration. That's why I thought of sharing this video so that you will know everything and not end up doing the same mistakes as we did. So the first thing, for example, I had no clue, is that going to the migration doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna see a crossing. And our guide here from the amazing Mara camp, he's just here.
Hello.
Yes, look, the giraffe is here, Zai. Look here. He's gonna explain to us just in a bit when is the best time to not just come for the migration, but also how to see the crossing.
So the first crossing is going to happen on July, the middle of July, to cross to the Sand River. And then the second crossing to cross to the Mara River at the middle of the August. And then they stay in the Mara Triangle like 1 month. And then they come back again to Mara. And then they cross again to the Sand River to go back to Serengeti on October. So that is now the crossing. That's now the migration, they go anti-clockwise.
So 3.5 million wildebeest, 1.5 million. Oh, you found this? Oh, you got it. Cool. And 1.5 million zebras together are crossing.
Yeah.
Wow. But also now the zebras are crossing together the rivers.
They go
I have
together.
never seen them on videos.
Yeah. They come together because, as you know, they have the mutual benefit. They benefit for each other. And there is no competition because, as you know that, zebra, they eat tall grass, and then the wildebeest, they like the short grass. That is one of the reasons. That's why they move together. And also they help themselves. Like the zebra, they are good in eyesight, and the wildebeest, they are good in smelling. They smell the predators in a long distance. That is the reason why they walk together. Welcome.
It's not mine. Oh yeah, this is mine. Around, 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 around. Like those iced coffees are really good. Even they make for the little ones. He is having a baby chino, but an iced baby chino. He loves it so much. So the third point is how much does it cost? So let me give you a breakdown on how much it actually costs for you if you want to come during the migration to Masai Mara. And let's start with the entrance fee, which goes to the government. And this is like USD dollars, 200 per person per day. So if you go on a 3-day safari, you usually pay for 2 days. However, that means in the last day, the last morning, you will not go back to the park, not unless you have an accommodation inside or in a conservancy, and then you go en route while you go out and you go to Nakuru or Naivasha. But if you want to stay another full day or half-day game drive, you have to pay for an extra day, an additional day. And anyways, we have been here, it's now we have 3 nights here, and I find it's actually short. Like 3 nights is okay, but if you only stay 2 nights, then you wouldn't have the chances like to see really everything and experience the wildlife and go for a crossing, because coming to the Mara and experience wildlife take time. For example, one evening we were just there patiently and looking like waiting for a leopard to get out of the bush, and then she was feeding herself, and that was a really cool experience. But it took like 1 hour because we had to wait, and then my little one kept on making noise. But you know what I'm saying? It's like you have to plan time if you really want to have those extraordinary cool experiences. So maybe migration time 4 days and 3 nights in Masai Mara will make sense, because the last day you don't really do much. You will spend back traveling to Nairobi or to other places, which is around a 5 or 6 hour drive. Yes, that's yours. Then apart from the entrance fees, obviously you have to pay a hotel like the one we are in right now. So I don't know the exact cost, as thanks to Amazing Mara Camp they invited us to stay here, and I'm so happy and grateful that we chose this place, because it is also directly at the river. It has hippos there, and my little one loves the hippos. So, and it's just like so refreshing, and I love it. The service is good. The camp is, I simply love it. I would have not wished to stay in any other place apart from here. And also, like, when it comes to choosing the right camp, it is really depends on the guides you're going as well. It's like we had the guides from this camp here, and we were so lucky that we went with them, because they are also having a Masai, like a local, which can communicate with the others, and he knows like the residential lions and leopards, and it just makes the experience very different. And yeah, we are very grateful that we chose to be here. But like approximately, it depends on your camp. You can stay in a low budget camp, maybe $50 per person per night, up to $2,000. Like the ones you're seeing here, I would say like it's a medium budget. It's around, out in the blue, maybe between $300 and $500 per person per night. And so just for you to get an idea. And now additionally, of course, you need a car and a guide. So if you choose the Land Cruisers, they go between $250 to $350 per day, and this is for the entire group. Yeah, so this is actually your cost, and the hotel is always like full board. You have meals and everything included. Drinks depends on the hotel. You pay on your own, mostly, not unless you stay in all-inclusive, where everything is included. And then on the last day, it's good if you tip the guides, and then we always say like $10 per person per day is a good estimate for the guides to be tipped. You really do enjoy a drink, yeah? Look at this one. It is like just like crushing it here. Yeah. Wanna share something? Huh? You got ice cubes? Huh? Okay. Inside the Mara we have, not inside the Mara, but in Masai Mara, we have around 250 hotels. Many are outside, many are inside, and mostly it's like that. The outside ones are like the low budget and the medium budget ones. The inside one are the upper medium and the luxury ones. And yeah, you have to pay that money for that. And also for the one inside, it's not only a USD dollar like of $200 entrance fee per day per person, you still have to pay a night fee to the government, which is another $80. But then there are camps like this one, where we're in right now, Amazing Mara Camp, where you actually think you feel like you're inside, but you're not, because it's not fenced, and it's like just next door land. It's private land of the owner and his family. And even the wildebeest, some are even crossing. There are hippos here. At night we have lions, we have hyenas, like we hear them. So it gives you like that feeling of like you're inside the park, but you don't have to pay that crazy amount of money, but you're still having the same experience. And I think that's really cool. And also another advantage is that because it's private land, you can also get out of the car. You can have also like guided walking safaris. Little man here had a herd the cattle experience, where we went to walk from the camp like on a walking safari to one of the Masai villages, and then he was herding the sheep and the cows with the Masai and the kids. And I think that's really cool for kids as well. And obviously there are those Masai village visits who can do on top as well. So yeah, just to give you an idea why I think also this camp is a good option, or similar camps to that one. And now you might be wondering, okay, Sinja, which tour company should I use, how to book? And that one really, I can't tell you like one specific one I always work or use, because I am a travel consultant myself, so I help other travelers to plan their trip like to the best interest. And then depending on which interest they have is how I choose the tour companies I work with. Like we have some, like if you would, for example, choose Amazing Mara Camp, I would definitely tell you to book with the owner, like he owns a tour company himself. So there's no need to go through another tour company because he already can give you the best rates. Yeah, so for example, so different companies have better rates, and also one super important point when it comes to the tour companies, that's why I never tell anyone just book a random trip online or in safari bookings or those type of things where you get like the cheapest of the cheapest, and then you know you have those price competition from different tour operators. One of the most important things, as I had mentioned already, is actually the guide you have on safari. Yes, obviously it's nice, the hotel you stay in the camp, but truly the guide makes the experience. And in this camp, for example, the owner itself, he's a guide. And he grew up in Zimbabwe and he has a license for 4 different countries. And the first 2 days, like 1.5 days, he was here with us and he took us personally on the safaris. Which is a really cool experience because he is like a local and he knows everything around, and he has those experiences for over 20 years in guiding. Plus having the Masai, who are the spotters, and the locals who can now guide you and communicate with the others, is a plus. So actually it's the combination of both, I think. You need to have a spotter at least who is a local and from around, and then another guide who can really explain well, because some of them Masai guides, they are not really good in pronouncing in English or taking care of the clients as well. So it's a mix in between. So to balance this, I work with different guides and different locals, and depending on which area and where you go, I can help you and figure that out. So yeah, if you're interested in that, let me know. There is a link in the description where you can apply for, like, to help you plan your trip to Kenya. And then you can get a free call with me or my team members. And then, yeah, I hopefully see you soon and welcome you soon in Kenya. And if you have any other questions, please feel free. You can just comment down below. And yeah, I hope to check in and then just answer your comments. But for now, Zahi, we say bye-bye. Wait.
Bye.
Bye.